Allez, Crash Bandicoot. Crash 4, it's about time. Allez, vas-y, balance-nous tout. Bienvenue dans le Summer Game Fest, ce qui remplace le 3 cette année et qu'on vit en direct toujours sur Twitch, tous ensemble. Salut, c'est Jeff Killy, bienvenue sur le Summer Game Fest. Je suis vraiment content de faire une présentation. Ah, c'est qu'il y a Alf qui arrive. Même moi, je sais pas le prononcer.
Not this again. I'm in the middle of a live stream right now. This guy always crashing my important shows. I'm gonna see what this is, but let me tell you, it better be worth it.
Personne ne sait prononcer ton nom. J'ai.
Crash, I really don't want the dirt that you have on Cortex.
No. This is the Crash 4 trailer.
Allez, c'est le trailer de Crash 4.
For reals.
Well, it's about time.
Exactly.
Bourbiga. Allez, vas-y.
You banished me to the past. But all it did was give me more time to plan your doom.
What? Putain, il est beau quand même le jeu. Hein. Oh là là. Ah, ils ont gardé vraiment le sel de la série en plus. Hein. Ah, le nouveau masque. Ah, on est sur du bon platformer. J'ai eu peur qu'il le change. Ah d'accord. Oh, ils ont vraiment gardé ce qu'ils faisaient de Crash. J'ai eu tellement peur. Ah d'accord, on joue Cortex aussi. Ah madame, bonjour. Ah, c'est stylé quand même. Par contre, les petits frises, c'est chiant dans la diffusion. Putain, ils l'ont rendu hyper beau. Oh là 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 là.
How many times have you beaten this clown anyway? 3. Really? Only 3? Funny. Seemed like more.
Bourbiga.
There's the big news. Crash 4.
Tout le monde le savait déjà, mais bon. Le trailer fait envoie du pâté. Il y a un petit côté Ratchet & Clank, j'avoue.
I am joined by Paul from Toys for Bob to tell us about the brand new Crash game.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il va nous dire sur le nouveau Crash?
We have been waiting for so long for something new from Crash. Of course, Activision has done some amazing remasters of the Crash trilogy and CTR, but this is a brand new.
Ah oui, d'accord, la caméra elle bouge un petit peu quand même.
That's right. It's hard to believe, but it's been over.
C'est difficile à croire, mais ça fait maintenant 10 ans.
Delighted to finally unveil this.
C'est chouette, les mouvements de caméra sont vraiment cool.
Crash 4, it's about time, and it's a play on the fact that we've been waiting for so long, but also it's a game that's literally about time.
Ok, donc c'est un jeu vraiment sur le temps.
The trailer is filled with so much information. I mean, you know, playable Neo Cortex, Coco, Crash, but I'm curious, like, what, you know, you guys had worked on.
Ma petite Coco qui est là.
The remasters of Crash, but now
ah, on peut friser le temps pour de vrai en plus. C'est ça. Hein. Ah, mais ça me rappelle tellement d'autres jeux. Tu frises le temps pour utiliser les plateformes.
Crash 4. How did you guys approach this? Like, what kind of game did you want to build?
Yeah, I guess the first thing is we asked ourselves where did we want to start.
Où est-ce qu'on veut commencer? On s'est demandé. C'est le 8e jeu dans la série.
All of the fan reception that was coming out of the Insane trilogy, we wanted to go back to the original trilogy and start from that. We're deliberately calling this Crash 4 because we want to key it off of the original trilogy that was developed by Naughty Dog. And that was certainly a high point in the series, both critically and commercially.
Ok, donc on l'a appelé Crash 4 parce qu'on voulait vraiment rendre hommage aux 3 épisodes qui ont été développés par Naughty Dog, mais c'est vraiment quelque chose de très commercial aussi là, le 4.
And Uku Uku had been banished to this distant planet, and they finally found a way, after many fruitless attempts, they found a way to break out, and in doing so, they've torn this gigantic hole in the universe and exposed the fact that there's a multiverse. So it's going to be up to the Bandicoot, Crash, and
donc il y a vraiment un multiverse
to restore that order by reuniting the 4 great quantum masks.
Ok, donc il faut réunir en fait les 4 bien évidemment masques pour gérer en fait ce trou dans l'univers.
How much of it is, you know, the more linear, you know, classic Crash levels, and of course now like, people wonder, like, is it an open world Crash game? How are you doing it? Like, tell us about balancing kind of the old style of gameplay, which is certainly not broken. We love it, versus the tendency to do, you know, new styles of gameplay. Based on the trailer, it looks like you're being kind of still faithful to the original style of Crash.
Ah, par contre, les crashs du trailer du Summer Game Fest, là, ça va les 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think what we've heard was
Crash maintenant c'est Activision et à la base c'était Naughty Dog.
Style of gameplay to be really refreshing to return to, and so we wanted to key off of that. And when we observe some of the other games and platformers and how they've evolved over time, you're totally right. They've gone to a place where they're a little bit more open in nature, and as a consequence,
c'est vrai qu'il y a beaucoup de Rayman 2. Hein. C'est vrai qu'on y retrouve beaucoup de Rayman 2, je trouve. Genre vraiment. Ouais, je suis d'accord là-dessus.
Collection and combat, but when we think about classic Crash gameplay, it's dense and it's focused and it's really.
Par contre, la connexion du Summer Game Fest là.
And the challenges, the platforming challenges, they come and there's almost a rhythmic quality to it and how reliable it is. And I know that for me, when I learn a level and I understand the nuance of the timing and the placement of all the different hazards, you can enter into a sort of flow state when you understand that kind of musicality.
Multiple playable characters. How are you doing that? Is it
plein de personnages jouables
by level, or how, like we saw Coco and Neo playable in there? How does that work?
Parce qu'on a vu Coco et Neo Cortex, ouais, jouables. Hein.
So Crash and Coco, you're going to be able to choose between them at any point in time.
Ok, donc peu importe le moment dans le jeu, vous pourrez choisir entre Crash et Coco. On va rencontrer des amis qu'on connaît déjà. Ok, donc le Dr Neo Cortex va avoir un truc complètement différent de Crash et Coco en termes de gameplay.
He's a mad scientist, he's got inventions, and he relies on his intellect. So he's got
Par contre, c'est super relou la perte de connexion sur le Summer Game Fest. Hein.
Has the ability to transmogrify hazards and enemies into platforms, and he can choose between changing them into a static, solid platform or a bouncy platform. And I think players are going to have to be a little bit more thoughtful about when to encounter a hazard, whether or not to change it into a platform, and what type of platform they're going to need at that point in the obstacle.
Wow, it seems ambitious that you're adding more elements to it, and then also you mentioned the masks. How do those work?
So the quantum masks, there's 4 of them in this
game. Donc il y a 4 masques.
They're scattered across the universe. You're going to have to rescue them from the clutches of certain bosses, both familiar and new. The quantum mask, 2 of them that we're talking about
donc
today,
des endroits qu'on connaît déjà et des nouveaux.
Gravity mask. And masks in this franchise, they've got a lot of personality. They've got their own names and.
Donc chaque masque a sa personnalité, son propre performance de gameplay.
Mask, her name is Kapunawa. And when Crash uses Kapunawa, he's got the ability to slow down time.
Oh, c'est stylé ça, on va pouvoir ralentir le temps.
Obstacles that are beyond, just way too fast to interface with at normal speeds, he's going to be able to slow things down and then get past those obstacles.
C'est ça, on va pouvoir ralentir le temps et passer sur les différents obstacles.
To that, he'll be able to get past nitro crates, which have traditionally been a one-hit, one-kill type of thing, but with the power of time, he's going to be able to slow things down, trigger that explosive, and then get out just barely before that explosion obliterates everything in its path. The second mask is the gravity mask, and his
Donc
name
maintenant
is
le masque de la
Ika.
gravité après le masque du
So
temps.
when Crash dawns on Ika Ika, he's going to be able to flip the direction
Ok, pour
of
pouvoir
gravity.
flipper un petit peu la direction de la gravité, bien sûr, en plafond et sol.
Walk upside down underneath platforms to get past impossible obstacles.
I'm really excited to play this, and again, I was playing Crash back when they were.
Ils ont vraiment gardé l'ADN, moi ça me plaît beaucoup.
You know, Activision's done a great job with the remasters, but to have a totally new game, I think, is what everyone was hoping for, and you're bringing it to life. So, congrats for doing this, and thanks for doing it even from a work from home situation.
Jolie la petite animation de mort.
It's awesome to see, and can't wait to get to play it later this year.
Thanks for having me. It's a great pleasure, and I think it's an exciting time for games, and I'm so glad that we could reintroduce Crash, a new.
C'est vrai que ça fait plaisir de le revoir quand même.
A new adventure at this time.
Ça fait trop plaisir de le voir. Je mets juste pause là. Voilà pour ce qui est de Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. J'espère que vous avez kiffé malgré les petits freezes comme ça, hein, ça arrive malheureusement. Bon, au moins on a eu pas mal d'informations, pas mal d'images, du gameplay. J'aime bien, encore une fois, voilà, on est encore une fois sur le principe des différents masques à utiliser. Le masque du temps a l'air d'être hyper stylé. Vous me direz ce que vous en pensez dans les commentaires, bien évidemment. Et si vous êtes sur Twitch avec moi, ne bougez pas parce que nous, bien sûr, on continue le Summer Game Fest. On va peut-être changer de source pour avoir moins de freeze, mais en tout cas, on continue. Et si jamais vous regardez cette vidéo, eh bien, j'espère que ça vous aura fait kiffer. Et j'aime bien les changements de caméra. Grave, j'aime beaucoup, moi, personnellement. Voilà, on verra un petit peu pour les phases de combat avec les boss qui nous pourchassent, etc. Mais franchement, hyper hypé par ce nouveau Crash qui, par contre, on n'a pas les supports. J'ai vu PS4 et Xbox One, mais pour l'instant, rien d'autre de dévoilé à ce sujet-là. Voilà, à voir un petit peu pour le reste. Hey.